All right, everyone. Good morning, everyone. This is Trendy Lindy here on the C. Allen Morning Show. We are so excited this morning to be here live in the studio of 1450 AM. This is your Beauty Talk Radio. We discuss beauty, fashion, and entertainment. And we just included lifestyles because we like to deal with everyday problems. And on this morning, we have a great topic for you on this morning. I am so excited. C. Allen and already had to tell me to calm down already. Today, we are going to talk about getting down to business with C. Allen. I am so excited because last week we dealt with cleaning out our closet, dealing with unforgiveness. Last year we talked about how to pursue a new you and a new vision and all of that. Well, today we're going to get down to business. We're going to talk about how you can start your business, how you can become successful, how you can live out your dreams and be all that you want to be. And I'm just so excited because C. Allen has decided to share some of his woes and some of his stories, some of his accomplishments with us on this morning. And I'm just excited because he's the best person for the job. C. Allen, good morning.
All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I tell you that Trendy Lindy need to calm down. This morning, I would like to first start off with, before Trendy Lindy start, I tell you, she's so excited. She looks so beautiful today, Trendy. In your, is that leopard skin?
I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. All right, everyone. If you're just tuning in, of course, this is 1450 AM WOL, where information is power. This is the C. Allen Morning Show with Trendy Lindy. It's about beauty, fashion. Thank you, Trendy. Today, we're getting down to business. But Trendy, listen, last week, we received so many emails. Our page went up to close to 2,000 likes, and we want to get to of course, we want to get to 10,000 likes, but we jumped from a little over 500 to over 2,000 likes. Well, 1965 to be exact. Like, so we want you to go to callenmorningshow.com and like the page.
That's right.
Last week, Trendy, we talked about forgiveness. In order to start the year off right, people wanted to know, C. Allen, how can I take my career to the next level? First, it starts with cleaning up that house.
That's right.
And that house, talking about you. You know, getting rid of all those things. Let go of what you've been holding on to in reference to forgiving. Just forgive and let go.
That's right. Letting go and letting God. Let go.
Let go, exactly. So today, Trendy Lindy, today is her day. So she's running the show today, I tell you. Sometimes you got to take a breather. Yesterday, Trendy, I did absolutely nothing. I stayed in the bed all day long, just relax. And I called Trendy last night and said, Trendy, the show is yours today. And, of course, she making me work harder because she turned it back on me. She named the topic is getting down to business, the beauty business with C. Allen. So she's going to, so hopefully we'll be able to answer many of your questions today about the beauty industry. We have thousands of listeners listening all over the place. If you have a question for me, it's 1-800-450-7876. 1-800-450-7876. We're getting down to business. I'm tired of a lot of these salons closing down. I'm tired of people leaving the beauty industry saying, I got to get a real job. What do you mean by you have to get a real job? I'm tired of people enrolling in the program for cosmetology and barbering and they drop out. I'm tired of the counselors, high school counselors, saying, well, you need to go to a beauty or barber school to work with your hands because you're not really intelligent enough to go off to college. And then we get, you know what happens then. And then we get a lot of issues and situations that come along with that. So today we're going to try to address a lot of those issues. We're getting down and dirty in reference to the beauty industry. So if you have questions about salons, barbershops, how to open, how to do what have you, then now is the time to do it. But I just got to say this really quickly.
Okay.
Well, I'll say that for the end because I got a lot of announcements. But go ahead, Jim.
Okay. Well, let's start, C. Allen. I love listening to Joyce Bennett's stories, your mother's stories. And one of the stories that I like, I'm sorry, we got to get down to business. We got to get straight to it. One of the stories that she told me that I was just fascinated by, she told me that when you were young, that you actually had a stuttering problem. And she told me that she would make all of the siblings, all of her children, listen to you whenever you wanted to talk. And Robert Bennett told me that he would go, oh, Lord, it's going to take about 10 minutes for him to get one sentence out. And they used to dread listening to you, talk. But now people pay you to talk. You get big dollars to talk. People pay to listen to you speak. So tell me, how did you go from that person of stuttering to this awesome, intelligent speaker that we see now, we hear now?
Trinity, you're trying to get a raise. It's not going to happen. But listen to me, everyone. But to answer the question, I think, Trinity, that you would have to pay homage to the parents that are out there that's taking time with their children.
Okay.
And this is why it's important to me to let all of the families know, all of the mothers and fathers, if you have small children and they have issues and situations, you must take time and work with them, because you never know what God has in store for those people. As Trinity said, when I started, when I was a young boy, I used to stutter. And that's because I had so much going on in my mind that I tried to get it out really fast. And my mother would always say, slow down, slow down. And so she actually taught me how to talk, because I stuttered so bad that I couldn't talk. So she actually taught me how to talk, and I can remember she taught me how to, and I was 4 years old, teaching me how to talk on the telephone when I call her. And I had to slow down. And even though, my mother would tell the story of how her co-workers would say, oh, listen to that, because I would call and say, may I speak to Mrs. Bennett, please? And it took, I don't know how long for her to get me to say that. But I said all that to say, so we can move on, because I don't like talking about myself. But I said all that to say is that I thank God today for a strong, powerful woman in my life, which was my mother, who made sure that she was going to work with me. And she told all the siblings, you know how how kids are, they playing and laughing and rushing and all that. And she said, no, when Chet want to talk, you stop and you listen, and you make sure you wait and let him say what he needs to say and all that kind of stuff. So to make a long story short, I would say to everyone out here, if you have children from bipolar to whatever kind of situation, you never know what is going to become of that person. You must take your time and work with them. You must take your time and work with them.
Okay, wonderful. That was really wonderful. Another thing that, and I'm this is probably personally my interview, because I ever since I've been a part of your team, I always ask you questions. I admire you. I really personally, I think Mr. Bennett is a genius. I told him last week, you're just a genius, but he doesn't like any of that. He doesn't respond. He never smile and say thank you or none of that. But anyway, and I understand that we're twins. I'm his twin. It's just that, we came from different parents.
Come on with the questions, man.
Okay, so you are extremely successful to a lot of people, Sea Island. You have the beauty school with over 200 students. You have the barbering. You have cosmetology, makeup. You have the 5 salons, where 2 was condensed into 1. But you have the 5 salons. You have Bennett Babies, and you have the Celebrity Makeup Symposium. You have the master classes, and you come up with all of these things. So tell me, how important was it for you to have family support with all of your visions and dreams and all of that? How did your family play a part in you becoming so successful? Very
good. What I think is important is, and this is for all of the people out there that have family businesses, what's important is you're not going to get along at all times. There are going to be times where you're going to have difficulties, but to have that person, to answer your question, Trendy, is to have people that you know that have your back, that's in your corner, that's not going to steal from you, that's going to tell you the truth at all times. And that is crucial, because a lot of people They surround themselves with yes people.
Okay.
And one of the things that I like about Trendy is when I do get off track, because I do, Trendy identifies that, see, Alan, you off track, so I can be able to see. Those are the kind of people that you need around you. So I tell everyone out there listening, if you have a family business, it is important to make sure that you keep your family close to you, because they are the ones that will always tell you the truth. And I think that that's crucial. It's all about the truth in order to take your career to the next level. All right, everybody, we're going to go to a break. But today we're getting down to business with C. Allen. We want to answer your questions. It's all about the beauty industry. When we come back, we're going to talk about how to start a business. We're going to talk about how to manage a difficult salon. And we're going to talk about how to leap from you being at your office right now into business.
All right.
We'll be back with Trendy Lindy after these messages.
Good morning, everyone. You are here on the C. Allen Morning Show with C. Allen and Trendy Lindy. And today our topic is getting down to business with C. Allen. What a wonderful, wonderful topic. We're going to start with, I asked you a question, C. Allen, during the break. What advice would you give those stylists who are experiencing burnout? They're tired. They've been doing hair for years, and they're at a point where they really, they want to get out of the business. They want to go get a regular job, as they say. What would you say to them?
Well, I think oftentimes, and I hope my stylist up listening this morning, but I think oftentimes what happens is that we have to reinvent ourselves.
Okay.
There are times that you feel like you're doing the same things over and over and over again, and that is where a break comes in. That's where a break comes in. That's where you need to go on vacation. That's why we talk about ZenBiz Travel, our official travel agency. This is where you need to take time out. A lot of times we get burnt out. But then what happens is that we have to find a way to rejuvenate ourselves. And oftentimes that could be trendy. Start to do different things that you've been qualified for, but to break the monotony of sitting there doing hair every day, you may want to do facials. You may want to start doing take some additional classes. Let's quickly go to the phone lines. We have Stephanie Mathis on the phone, and I think that it's kind of important that Stephanie called. First of all, good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning. How are you?
Absolutely awesome. Girl, you got that radio voice this morning. I know that's right. So she must be at work whispering in her cubicle. Okay, so listen here, everyone. Stephanie Mathis is a seasoned stylist who just started back into the salon. First, really quickly, Stephanie, she is one of our senior stylists at the C. Allen Signature Salon at 705 Florida Avenue. So how long have you been licensed, and what made you come back into the salon?
Okay, well, I've held a cosmetology manager's license for 14 years.
Wow.
And I've decided to return to the industry because I just miss the passion, I miss the creativity, and also I noticed that the hair culture has changed in general in terms of styling. And I'm happy to see that the stylists have expanded into doing that more natural hair. I think that's fantastic, and it's something that our team actually specializes in at C. Allen Signature Salon.
Okay, so very good. So now, talk to me about what kind of clients, now that you're coming back, because, we have a lot of seasoned listeners who may want that seasoned person. A lot of clients have said to me, they want the woman that's in their 40s. They want someone a little older, someone that they can relate to, while they're conversing, doing their hair. So my question to you is, what kind of styles do you really like doing, and what kind of clients are you looking for?
I love to do styles where the hair shows movement. I try to avoid styles that are very stiff because they also tend to be not healthy considering the products that they use to do that. I do love any client who just likes to look fabulous.
Okay, very good. All right, so now you've held you said your manager license, but how long have you been licensed altogether?
14 years.
Okay,
yeah,
with your cosmetology license too?
Yes, that's all included. Managers, I've actually been licensed for 2 years.
Okay, I got you. Okay, great. So for 14 years you held your cosmetology license. Very good. And I've seen some of your work. We have some pictures that we're going to post from Stephanie that we're going to post up there for any of our listeners who may want a new stylist. What I tell the listeners, Stephanie, we're going to go, what I tell them is we're not telling you to leave your stylist, but what we're telling you is if you want to back up, if you want to change, oftentimes stylists get in that box and they do the same thing on us, and we used to the same style, and we are afraid to change. But what I want all of our listeners to do, Stephanie's going to give her number really quickly. What I want our listeners to do is, this is inauguration week. I would admonish all of you, give Stephanie an opportunity. She's working. She has a full-time job, so she's only available in the evenings and then on some Mondays. But give her an opportunity. She's been doing hair for 14 years. She's back in the salon now. Her work is awesome. It would have to be if she's at the Signature Salon. And she's a pretty woman. So sometimes you like to see pretty things.
Oh, bless your heart.
Because pretty will make pretty. So really quickly, and Alonzo, you really smiling here. I believe, Stephanie, you are married, right? Okay, Alonzo.
Well, actually, no, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well, Alonzo, keep smiling then.
With his fingers on his chin.
Yes. Okay, Stephanie, give us give out your cell number or give out your business number, where if someone is looking for a professional seasoned stylist who's really good, professional, and seasoned, how can they contact you?
Okay, if you are looking to speak with me in terms of styling, I would love for you to contact me at 202-360-6875 is my direct cell. And also you can reach me at the salon at 202-265-1772.
Okay, what's that cell number again? You said
202-360-6875.
6875. Okay, Stephanie, so if you don't mind, we're going to be announcing that number every segment, because it is important to know that a lot of people have people that's coming in town this weekend. It's a lot of balls, a lot of galas, a lot of things happening for the inauguration, and we would like the C. Allen Signature Salon to be the place for you to come for your immaculate styles. Thank you so much, Stephanie, taking time out. I'm going to hang up before you call me and say, Mr. Bennett, I'm at the salon full time because my boss just fired me. All right. Have a good day, dear. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye-bye.
So Trendy, it kind of goes back to what we talked about just with Stephanie. Trendy asked me before we went to break, what happened when you burnt out? And I think that there was a time when Stephanie decided to just leave the salon and go into working full time, but then she realized that passion is there. Right. I want to talk about that for a moment. A lot of us need to understand where your passion is.
That's right.
There are a lot of us who, and this is so sad, Alonzo, there are people that are listening to me now who really want to be in the beauty industry. The beauty industry makes their heart tick. But because their mother, their father, their husband, their wife told them, no, you go to college and you get you a government job, you get you a 9-to-5 job with benefits and things of that nature, and they're at work every day and they're miserable. I have listeners who have emailed me and say, you bring life to me every Monday at 10 a.m. because I always wanted to be a hairstylist, but my mother made me go off to college, and now I'm working at the Smithsonian Museum and all that kind of stuff. But beauty and hair is what they always wanted to do, just like the brother that is listening to me who always wanted to be a barber, but because they have a professional background, they never really thought, where does barbering fit? It's something that I want to do. A friend of mine, L. Davis, he said he always wanted to own a barbershop, something that he wanted to do, but he has master's degrees in business and finance. What I'm telling you is I have a master's degree in education administration, supervision. And I had that master's degree before I even started the beauty industry, before I even started the Bennett Career Institute. A lot of times you have to follow your dream.
That's true.
You have to follow your passion. And I tell people that the money will come, but oftentimes it really doesn't matter. My brother said to me, Alonzo, Trendy, well, you don't care nothing about money. It's not that I don't care about money, but my heart is to help people. That's right. My heart is to work with the community. I believe that I'm here to be a servant. But at the end of the day, how can we take that next person to the next level? So for those of you who are sitting at your desk and you really want to do it, you need to think about the award-winning Bennett Career Institute evening program.
That's right.
Because we have an evening program that caters to workers, government workers, people been working all day long. So you want to come in the evening. Yes, it's 18 months. 18 months seem like a long time, but just imagine the training that you're going to get. Imagine the after you get the license, imagine you having your own salon, your own business, and you tie that into what you're doing. So if you are at the position, just like Keedy Weedy, she's a lawyer. She just commented, the show is helping me today. And that's why I'm telling you, we're here to change lives. But as I say, and I told Keedy, she's my friend from Richmond, who's a lawyer, but she's really into makeup. And she really wants to do tattoo makeup and all of that. And what I'm trying to explain to all of the listeners today, you have to find that outlet. I'm not telling anyone to go quit their job. Alonzo, I'm not telling you to walk off the job, Radio 1 right now, and pick up that guitar and go on the road. I'm not saying that because next week when you don't have no money, we don't have no money in your pocket, and you can't eat, you're going to call C. Allen. I'm going to tell you I'm not available. So listen, so what I'm saying is that I'm not telling you to just stop what you're doing.
That's right.
Find a way for your passion. Make room for your passion.
That's right.
Your passion will make room for you. You have to make room for what is it that you want to do. And if you know that all the time you like to draw and you are an artist and all of that, if that is the case, then take out time. Maybe it's a Sunday afternoon where you do nothing but devote that to your passion and see where it goes.
That's right.
I tell people all the time, in order for you, if you do the same thing, you get the same results.
That's the truth. That is the truth. Well, tell us, C. Allen. Often it's been said in Christendom, if you can see it, you can achieve it. How important is vision, having a vision and imagination to building your dreams? How important is vision?
I'm telling you, you must have, without a vision, the people perish.
That's right.
You got to be able to learn to imagine. Imagining is the key. You have to be able to see yourself where you want to be.
Yes.
I'm not talking about you daydreaming and you sitting up there dreaming about you a king and you sitting on a mountain with full of money. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about realistic things.
Yes.
You know, but it starts off with knowing what your passion is. A lot of people do not know, and I tell people all the time, what can you do that you don't ever have to get paid for? What can you do all day long? What can you do and nobody you don't care if they say thank you or not? A lot of times that falls into what your passion is, but you have to have a vision. How do you get that vision? To me, it starts with meditation. Okay. I don't care who you believe in. I don't care what church you go to. I don't care what your denomination is. You have to go into your secret closet, your private space. Could that be the bathroom? Sit your butt in that tub for an hour. You probably need it. And while you're there, what you're doing is you are trying to have your personal time in meditation to figure out. You have to be able to have that passageway clear so you can think. One thing Oprah said that I haven't been able to do it yet, and that is she doesn't have a TV in her bedroom. Okay. Because oftentimes if you don't have anything to deter you, you can't do nothing else but think. Just like I said, a lot of our prisoners are some of the most intelligent people in reference to vision-wise because they have no other time but to think on what has happened, what they need to do. All right, everybody, this is C. Allen, Trendy Linda. She has the show today. She set me up. We're talking about getting down and dirty in the beauty industry. For more information, call us, 1-800-450-7876. We'll be right back after these messages.
We are back on the C. Allen Morning Show. I'm Trendy Lindy, and we're here with C. Allen, and our topic today is getting down to business. We have been having fun this morning, learning all the tricks and the trades and things with C. Allen. My next question for you, C. Allen, what would you say is the most important thing? What's the most important things when it comes to starting your own business?
All right, very good. One of the most important things is starting your own business. And keep in mind, let me do my little commercial.
Okay.
How to start a beauty business, February 4th through the 18th. I am teaching that class on Monday evenings, February 4th. It starts February 4th. It's 3 weeks. It's 3 Mondays of classes.
Okay.
It is from 6 to 9 p.m. It's on the C. Allen Morning Show website. Okay. If you know anyone that would like to know how to start their business from February 4th, that Monday through Monday, February 18th, I'm teaching that class at the Bennett Career Institute, as well as how to manage a difficult salon. Okay. So if you know someone, if you go to a salon, you love your stylist, but you know goodness well she's a stylist / owner, and the salon is a hot mess that they don't know what's going on. You can't wait for you to get in and get out, all that kind of stuff. Just call her and tell her that you listen to C. Allen, and he has started his new salon coaching, where he's working with the salons. He's also doing how to manage a difficult salon and how to start your own beauty business. Okay. Now that I said that, what was your question? I forgot.
Okay, tell me the most important things to consider when you're trying to start your business. What's important?
One of the most important things that you need to consider, everybody, is a lot of times I tell people that credit is better than cash.
Okay.
It's important. Listen to me good. It's important for you to know that you must have some capital. You need to save you some money so you can be able to not have to rely and depend on other people. Okay. So that's really important. We have a phone call? Okay, all right. So I think that's important. We got Eric on the line, but before we talk to Eric, I just want to say, to answer your question, is when starting a business, you want to make sure that you have some capital there. You want to make sure that you have the expertise in place. Okay. I'm telling people, I tell everyone, it's in my book. My book is coming out this spring. Okay. And I'm telling you, the first rule of thumb, Eric, are you listening to me?
Yes.
Okay, the first rule of thumb: do not open a beauty business if you're not already in the business. I can't take it with these people with business degrees and stuff saying, I'm going to open a salon. You have to know your business through and through. You must have a cosmetology or barber license before you even start thinking about owning a cosmetology or barber salon. Okay. And that's crucial. All right. Listen, we have Eric Shields on the line. Eric Shields is another seasoned a barber stylist. He's at the 923 Barber Salon, the C. Allen Barber Salon at 923 U Street, and we're so excited that Trendy and Alonzo, we just opened the professional grooming services on the second level. Eric, tell us about the professional grooming services for men that you're offering on the second floor of the 923 U Street.
Well, what we do is, since we realize that our profession is just that, a profession, we try to bring the professionalism back to the barbering and the beauty industry. There's nothing against going where other people go and get that kind of service, but there's a certain kind of clientele that we like to cater to, and that's to give a full experience. It should be more than just a haircut. It should be a full-on experience. So what we do is we cater to our individual clients. We do steam towels, we do mini facials. I mean, we just take care of the entire person.
Okay, well, one thing I wanted to say is I wanted to definitely give a shout to all of our professional men that are listening today. I received an email from Dr. Johnson, who is over at DCPS, and he said to me, I came to your barber salon, I went on the second floor, and he said, everyone was so professional, so polite. They took my coat. They offered me something to drink, blah, 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 blah. And in a way, even though people thought, Eric, that I was going to get all excited about it, I took the other route. And the route that I took was, why would you expect anything different? So my question to you is, why do you feel that a lot of professional men, when they come to the professional grooming services, why do you feel that they are shocked?
I think that a lot of people have gotten into they've gotten so accustomed to getting subpar service that they think that that's what it's all about. And this is never to slam any other barber, but I think that a lot of barbers no longer take the professional as a profession. It's like the hangout spot, the place to talk about everything under the sun, as opposed to, this is really a customer service position, so the client is number one. So I believe in taking care of the client, and not even as a client, just as a people. We have to take care of people and care about each other. Yeah. So it's a full service. You should walk out of our shop not only looking good, but feeling good and ready to face whatever it is you need to face, whether you're going into work or whether you're coming from work. You want to de-stress from everything that has happened for the day.
Okay, so Eric, question: what time do you get there? What time do the barbershop open?
I'm a little bit older, so I'm there from 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening. However, because I'm all about the client. If someone needs me to come in earlier or stay later, I do that as well. But I'm there from 8 to 8, Tuesday through Saturday. I try to take 2 days off so I can be refreshed for the rest of the week when you guys come in.
Okay, very good. All right. So this is what we're doing because it's inauguration week. If you, like, I have 2 friends coming in town that I'm going to send there. I have Dr. Cobb is coming in from Chicago, and Rodolfo is coming from Oakland, California. So we have thousands of people that's going to be ascending to Washington D.C. On the campus. And what we're asking is if there's anyone that would like professional grooming services, we want you to try the barber salon, the second floor, the C. Allen Barber Salon. That number there is 332-2526. 332-2526, but it's 923 U Street, and it's right across from the U Street Metro. I think that's the Vermont Avenue.
Yes.
The Vermont Avenue subway metro station is where the barbershop is. Directly across, it's right across the street. So, all right, Eric, so I want to just say, just give you a shout out today because we appreciate the professionalism. We appreciate what you have to offer to those guys who want to come in and not hear a whole lot of confusion and chaos, as well as all the many services that you offer, along with the Beijing, the vegan color, along with the hot towel, shaving, haircuts, all those kind of great things. So we definitely salute you guys. Your banner will be there this week. So
thank you.
Yes. All right. So we got to go. All right. Thank you, Eric. So if there's any guys,
you guys.
Thank you. Is there any guys out there that's looking for professional barbershop in the Northwest Corridor? It is the C. Allen Barber Salon. Go to the second level, and all the guys up there are older barbers. They're mature barbers, and they know exactly what the gentleman needs. So we want the young bucks to go downstairs. We want, and trust me, we're not gonna. And then we want the seasoned people to go on the second floor to the C. Allen Barber Salon.
That's right. Okay, let's get back to you, C. Allen. What would you say the key to your success is?
Well, I think it's important, everyone. To me, the key to success is first to put God first.
Okay.
And there's more to it than just talk. You got to put Him first in everything that you do. And what does that mean? That means that before I make decisions, I sit back and try to listen for God to tell me if this is the right direction to go. What happens a lot of times, Trendy, I get so many calls of people coming up with so many great ideas. Everybody have wonderful ideas for the beauty industry. And they come to me because they know that I'm resourceful with thousands of listeners, thousands of graduates, all of that. And they come to me because they know I'm resourceful. But you know, Alonzo, I have turned down the reality sector so many times without telling my family, because I feel that, and I feel that if we're not going to have content control, and if we're not going to have control over what is going to be depicted in the airways in front of millions of people, then I'm not going to be a part of it. It's not about the money. It's about making sure that we add value. One of the shows, not switching gears, Trendy, but one of the shows that we have to have, it was on a News One, which is our news source here at the radio station. News One had an article about how about black people with the reality shows. Have the reality shows really changed the way we do things? Looking at those black folk on the reality shows and how they're acting, the Housewives of Atlanta, Basketball Wives, Love and Hip Hop, all these kind of reality shows that is depicting us. And we have to remember that there's places across the country where they don't really know black people. The only black people they know is black people on television.
That's true.
So their thought about us is what they see on TV. And there's a show about my baby mamas and all that other kind of stuff. So the question is going to be, you know, what kind of language are we putting out there to people? So I said all that to say that I put God first, and I make sure that it's about how can we help other people. So the key to success is the law of reciprocity, and that is about sowing and reaping. So that's how I feel. The more I give, the more will come back to me, but it's all about giving.
That's true. That's wonderful. I remember when I interviewed with you for the first time, and you took me down to your sister, Roberta, and she interviewed me. And one of the things she said, I don't know what he has in store or what he's thinking about for you, but one thing I do know is whoever comes into Mr. Bennett's circle, into his contact and his reach, their life change. And I thought that was a phenomenal statement to make. She said everybody who comes around C. Allen's life change. And the reason I've learned that the reason that is so is because you are always looking for opportunities to lift others up. And that's a very rare quality to have, because most people are trying to step on others to get to where they want to get to. But you're constantly finding avenues to lift others up, to talk them up, to bring them up, preach them up. And I just think that is a phenomenal thing. And that's probably why you're so blessed.
And you know what, Trendy? And you know what, Trendy? I think it's important because what happens a lot of times is also, I could have been super rich by now if I only thought about myself.
That's right.
And oftentimes I say, well, why am I not at this level? Why I'm not at that level? At the end of the day, I have to keep reminding myself that, again, that we're here to service other people.
That's
and I think that's what stylists and barbers and the people in the beauty industry have to understand.
That's right.
We're not here for ourselves, for the fame, the glory, all of that. It's about what can we do for other people.
That's
all right, we got to go to break, everyone. This is Trendy Lindy. She's interviewing C. Allen, and we're talking about getting down to business in the beauty industry. We'll be right back after these messages.
We are back here on the C. Allen Morning Show. This is Trendy Lindy with C. Allen, and we've been talking this morning about getting down to business with C. Allen. It has been wonderful. I've been enjoying myself. The last question that I have for you, C. Allen, is when the going gets tough and things starts to hit the fan, a lot of people start to turn away and give up on their dream. How did you hold on to see your businesses come to pass? The salons, the school, the master classes and symposium. How did you do that?
Well, I think what happens often, and this is really good for everyone, everyone has to find out what their coping mechanisms are, and it should not be drugs and alcohol.
Okay.
We have to find, how do we blow off steam? How do we handle when the hard knocks start to blow and we start to hit our head up against the wall? What are the things that we do? First of all, the first and foremost thing that I do is I need to pray, number one.
Okay.
For those who don't know prayer and the work of prayer, then you need to go into meditation. What does that mean? You just sit in a room by yourself and don't say anything.
That's right.
Oftentimes, one of the downfalls for me, Trendy, is I am a yo-yo dieter in reference to I'm up and down in weight. Oftentimes, my source has always been food. A lot of times, I love to eat. I love food. Food makes me happy. Food makes me feel good. I think about food 24/7.
Okay.
But then self-control comes into play, and you have to yield and pull back from what's going on. So to answer the question, when it gets really tough, oftentimes what I do is, one, I like to take a vacation. Two, I like to just debrief and reference to just breathe. And then if you don't have it, like if you can't take vacations and all that kind of stuff, what I told I think it was Count this morning when I came in. I said I was on vacation this weekend. He said, "Yeah, where did you go?" I said, "My bed." And I stayed in the bed the entire weekend. I went out once or twice, and that was it. But on Sunday, I stayed in the bed, watched TV, barely answered phone, all of that. Sometimes you got to do that. You got to separate yourself from everyone. Sometimes the stress is in your household.
That's right. That's right.
Sometimes the stress is in your household. Sometimes it is important. Sometimes it is important to just remove everything and everybody, and just let me tell you something. That fog yesterday, and the drizzle coming down, and just having that window up and letting that cold air come in, and you in the bed. And see, sometimes you got to do that. And a lot of times we take that for granted. You don't need to go to the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn when you can create that avenue right in your own home.
That's right.
If you don't have peace and solace in your own home, that's where it starts.
Okay.
That's where it starts. So you may say, well, that's kind of trivial, but it turns out to be really big. how you can become successful, you first have to find a place where you can be able to, you need a haven where you can be able to grow. Some people say their haven is their art studio. Some people say their haven is when they go into the music. They build a studio in their basement where they play music all day and the drums and banging and all that kind of stuff. You have to create that little piece of heaven right here on earth in order for you to continue. So when things knock me down, there's certain things, I have a ritual, certain things that I like to do. There's certain restaurants I like to go to. The food is going to lift me up. There's certain songs, you know, but I think the final thing is important is it's all about how you were raised. Because I was raised in the church, and I got saved at 12 years old, and I've been in the church all my life. And what happens is, and I haven't been going that often now, but I feel closer and more spiritual now than I've ever been. But I said all that to say is that I will always say it's all about how you raise a child. They may stray,
that's right,
but they're going to come back.
That's the word.
You know why? It's because of the foundation that was set. I can remember the stuff that my pastor taught me. I can remember the stuff that, you know, when we were growing up, he would pair you off with the older guys so they can work with you and stuff. And I can remember Gary Hart today and the things that he said to me in order for me to be able to mature and grow. That is the reason why everybody needs to watch how they raise their children. You cannot put some popcorn in your children's lap and send them in front of the television set for hours like that while you doing you. You cannot sit there and let them play remote control games for hours where they killing people, cars running into church, all that kind of stuff, because of the impact that you are instilling in them. We all have to take time with our children. I told someone, you may not have a lot of money. Take them to the zoo.
That's right. To the library.
You may not have a lot of money, but then what you do is go to the mall and just walk through the mall and just look at stuff. Find places where you can go that's not going to cost a lot. And this is my final thing. And that is that a lot of us here in Washington, D.C. area, we don't even take the opportunity to go to all those wonderful museums here, the Smithsonian museums, all the museums here that can not only teach you something, but very, very interesting. It took me, and I felt ashamed of myself, Alonzo Trinity, it took me going to London with one of my close friends, Tony, and Tony said to me, we have to go to a museum while we're here. We have to go to a museum. And I'm saying to myself, a museum? Take me to the club or something. I don't want to go to no museum. We have to go to the museum. And when I went to the museum, I was just so intrigued, and I said to myself, what about all the things right here in Washington, D.C.? It took me going all the way to London, England, to realize how beautiful art was. And just to go and just be in the midst, because once you start seeing people art, that is just a part of them. And how do they come up with what they came up with? And so what I'm telling everybody today is you have to find another outlet besides that television.
That's right.
Find another outlet besides playing those games. It is even those you who are in church all day and all night and all of that, and you still hell on wheels. Find find some outlets that's going to help you. So when the times get rough, you're able to fall back on what your beliefs are, and that will be able to help take you to the next level. All right, everybody. Before we go, well, first let me thank Trendy. I told Trendy today was her show, and of course she done turned it back on me. But I do thank you, Trendy. She brings a sweet, viable a tool to the Sea Island Morning Show and to the offices of Sea Island System. She's funny, and I got to stay on her all the time.
Yes, you do.
Lord have mercy.
Yes, I'm a piece of work at times.
She's a piece of work, but it's worth it.
Amen.
All right, everyone, really quickly. I'm not going to tell you how I had to go off on Friday. I said I wasn't going to mention it. I'm just going to put it out there and I'm going to leave it alone.
Okay.
Because it's probably my fault. Because I'm not understanding, Alonzo, how the BET Honors was taped this weekend and Sea Island was not there. I have a problem with that.
That's a shame.
I have a problem. So we're not even going to talk about it.
Okay.
Since Sea Island didn't get an invite to go to the BET Honors this year, because usually I go to the BET Awards, so okay, now I can get invited to the BET Awards out in L.A., but I can't even go to the Honors around the corner from my house. Wow. So we're not going to talk about that. So I'm not going to tell you about Deborah Lee and her her natural hair. I'm not going to talk about none of the how good Chaka Khan. I'm not going to talk about none of that. You didn't want to invite me to the BET Honors. We're not going to discuss it. And the worst part about it is I have friends who do their hair and all that kind of stuff. And, and graduates. I have graduates who was at the BET Honors. And yours truly was, where was I at? Shoppers. Shoppers Food Warehouse on Saturday. All right. Want to take opportunity really quickly, the Golden Globe Awards. J-Lo looked stunning. Gabby Douglas, I didn't like her hair. I don't know who did that weave. My Lord, somebody send Gabby here to Washington or send us out there to wherever she is so we can give her the kind of hairstyle that she needs for her age. She needs an age-appropriate weave, hairstyle, or what have you. But right now, what I saw at the, and you know Gabby's one of my favorites, but what I saw at the Golden Globes, no ma'am. Halle Berry, she looked absolutely gorgeous. Kerry Washington is my new favorite actress now. Kerry Washington, very classic. She's in the show Scandal, which is my favorite show on television. If you haven't seen Django, you need to go see it. I just had a good time at the movies seeing Django. You know that this week is this weekend is the inauguration weekend. All the celebrities will be in the nation's capital. If you want that great hairdo, if you want a great hairdo, you want to call the Signature Salon or Stephanie. Her number is 202-360-6875. 202-360-6875 is Stephanie. Or if you are a gentleman and you would like a professional cut, the grooming services at the C. Allen Barber Salon on the second floor, 202-332-2526. All right, what I think is important, everyone, is you have to get your reunion show tickets. You can get those online at callenmorningshow.com or the Bennett Career Institute or BennettCareerInstitute.org, but you have to get your reunion show ticket. I want to see everyone at the University of District of Columbia on March 25th. Now, we sold out of VIP last year really early. Tickets only $25, $40 for VIP, $30 for regular tickets at the door. All right, everybody, listen, next week we'll be back talking about all the inaugural events, the beauty events, what has happened over the past week. We thank Trendy Lindy again, and please be reminded, for all of my seniors that are listening, Bennett Career Institute Senior Citizen Day is on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 10 to 2, 700 Monroe Street Northeast. All right, everybody, my time is up. Remember, you need to pamper yourself because it's your duty.
Because you are worth it.
Have a good week, everyone. Thank you, Trendy.
Thank you. Bye-bye.